Kid. Hi, I'm Cheryl Jacobs. Welcome to our Kids Party Characters podcast, How to Raise an Entrepreneur. If someone were to ask you who you'd like your child to be, would your words be kind, honest, happy, might come to mind? Well, most of us would be uncomfortable pegging a career for our kids when we want them to be this, and of course, with a few restrictions, of course. And what's the chances are to try to dictate what our children's career path will be is most likely to purposely go into the opposite direction anyway. So before we talk about how to raise an entrepreneur, perhaps the better question is, why would you want to raise my child to be an entrepreneur? After all, it doesn't take much experience in the entrepreneur to know that it could be a difficult and uncertain career path and is sometimes simply a code for I'm unemployed. Even if you have no desire to put your child on a certain career path, there are at least 2 reasons you should raise her to be an entrepreneur. First, we live in an uncertain and changing economic times. It's used to be common for people to get a job straight out of college, retire from that same company. Such stability among jobs and companies themselves is rare. It's rare anymore. So equipping your child to be an entrepreneur is a good plan, even though she may end up there someday out of necessity rather than choice. Second, if you raise your child to look at the world through the eyes of an entrepreneur, you're empowering her to know that she doesn't have to settle for a life that's lived all around a job that she hates and she's going to every day, or a boss or co-workers that she can't stand. You're breaking open the traditional model of getting the best job you can and stay there for the money whether you like it or not, because that's life, and giving your child brighter paths to consider. So without having any expectation that your child should actually become an entrepreneur, let's look at 4 areas in which you can instill the entrepreneurial spirit in her that will benefit her no matter what profession or job she ultimately chooses. Discipline. How we discipline our children is a big influence over their self-image and self-esteem. If we want to raise strong, self-assured, independent children, then we have to focus on the problem solving rather than punishment as a method of discipline. Ruling with an iron hand that melts out punishment in exchange for wrongdoing sends your child the message that something's wrong. Something's wrong with them. It also sets a tone for future boss-employer relationships where your child, as the employee, simply takes what the boss does out of life for Friday night, where he can sit at the bar with his coworkers and badmouth the offended boss. If your child's wrongdoings are met with the attitude of, you have a problem, how can you help you solve it and get your own behavior back on track, it helps your child up rather than tear him down. Positive discipline instills ever important problem solving. Your child empowers them to grow rather than leaving him angry at you and questioning their own worth. So one of the biggest roles as a parent is arming your child with a positive self-image, because self-image is one of the best determinants for whether he or she will go live a happy and successful life. Keep this in fact when your choices of how to discipline your children. Money management. As soon as you feel that your child is ready to start, teaching them money management skills with small enough amounts in their own money. In the early stages, you'll have some say over what he does with her own money, so that they can grow up to be like good money habits. So this is a big issue for entrepreneurs because there is no steady paycheck, especially in the beginning. As an entrepreneur, you have to know how to save for the lean times and value of reinvesting into your business, and the reality of have to set some of your earnings aside for taxes. So you can teach your children this by first mandating that you only spend a certain portion of the money that they receive. Well, this will help them to decide what the rest needs to be set aside for. There may be a portion for setting up like big items that she wants for extra spending money during planned vacations, a portion for unexpected things that come up that they may want to participate in or buy, or portion for their favorite charity of their choosing. If you force this early attitude of not spending everything she gets, it will become a habit and it will follow her for life, allowing her to make wise financial decisions, even if she does end up with a steady paycheck. Goal setting. One of the cornerstones of entrepreneurial success is goal setting. If you don't define clearly what you want, your chances of getting it plummet dramatically. All of the research surrounding goal setting shows that people who clearly define their goals, write them down, and share them with someone who have dramatically increased the chances of actually meeting their goals. So why not start on teaching your kids early? Like, it's the best and it's easiest way to get what they want. Again, it's all about instilling good habits that will serve your children for life. Let your children choose his goals, although you can help him by suggesting things that are important, but not be at the top of his list. The goals could have to do with saving for a big purchase, getting a certain grade, improving for sports performance, making up with a friend. What they are isn't nearly as important as writing them down, developing a plan, and then reaching them. Growth mindset. If you haven't read Carol Dweck's book, Mindset, it's a must-read for entrepreneurs and parents. Dr. Dweck's framework states that people either have a growth or a fixed mindset. Those with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities and talents and intellects are fixed on determined traits. Those with growth mindset know that they can get smarter, develop more abilities, and grow their talents through putting in more time and effort, basically by doing the work. For entrepreneurs, growth mindset is an essential trait, one that you can't live without. So how do we encourage this growth mindset in our children? Well, first, of course, by modeling it ourselves and showing our children that how our abilities and talents are continuously growing. As for your child, you'll have to instill through your words and through your actions, and that's enough. That's enough in life for everyone, that the world is an abundant place. Encourage him to explore different things, to discover what his passions are, and allow him to change directions. In fact, encourage it. So as society, we as kids, we want them from the time that they're preschoolers, and then force them to choose a path when they're in college or 18 or 19 old. It's a crucial time that they haven't figured out who they are yet. Letting your child know that there is no end to your journey and that changing paths is always okay. Set him up for a lifetime of happiness and being who he wants to be, and embracing the fact that they may change over the years. Feed your entrepreneurial spirit at Kids Party Characters. At Kids Party Characters, we've got We've got both and your child covered. Help feed your child's imagination and love by booking from kidspartycharacters.com. We have over 200 characters to choose from, and all portrayed by actors who put on a show for your children and the guests, so it's guaranteed to create lasting memories. We also have all the child's favorites activities such as face painting, balloon twisting, cotton candy, magic shows, and so much more. For mom, we have a unique opportunity, your very own Kids Party Characters company. So with a license for kidspartycharacters.com, you'll have an exclusive territory in which you can book your parties, the right to use all of our 200 plus characters, access to our casting director, acting coach, business training, support from Kids Party Characters, myself, Cheryl Jacobs, and also all of our advertisers. So if you're a stay-at-home mom and you're looking for an opportunity to work from home, or you're an entrepreneur looking to add another income stream, book a call with me on my calendar. You can do it on kidspartycharacters.com and click on members, and I'll make sure that this is the right opportunity for you. And don't forget to connect with us on facebook.com/kidspartycharactersny for all the updates and all the fun of all our children's entertainment and party tips and parenting tips. So we also want you to raise happy and healthy children. And I'm Cheryl Jacobs. Thank you for listening to our Kids Party Characters podcast, and please subscribe below.